And there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They begin with a run by Mixon. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. The Bengals at 7-4 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Yeah, he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here we go.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it
over
and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Gun.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans.
And some room to maneuver. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll flip this out to Evans.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Evans. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team.
Here we go.
Fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 24, Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
throwing is Mahomes on third. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and 1, Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield. Coverage or not, the coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Attack, attack! Hey, 43.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Pirine, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Caught on the slant. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
Bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Pirine. Shoves him away. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down. Here's Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
On 2. 12.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trent McDuffie in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 56 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Here we go. 12.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's McPherson now to send it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for KC. 59 yards. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Logan Wilson.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's going to be caught along the sideline. And what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a carry for Pirine, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, He just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Yellow.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. On the screen, this is Evans. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing, Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, Burrow. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Burrow. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And they'll run for it with Evans. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Here we go.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Burrow going to keep it himself. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Here we go.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes to throw it. Finding Kelsey. And that is what they needed. A first down and a big gain all the way to midfield as he's tackled right at the 50-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
15.
Here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here we go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up.